They gotta listen to that all day. You hear that noise? That would drive me crazy. There you go. All right, it's good to go. Took a second, but we got it. Man, this job's really chill. It's just what I wanted. And you know what? I'm very thankful because I just keep remembering all the times that I was miserable living in a truck. And now that I don't have to do that no more and I'm back home in California weather, dude, I just feel so lucky, you know? Dude, it's funny that I get so many trolls even when I get a good job. Look, I get it. A lot of you trolls are OTR drivers. You're fucking way more overweight than I am. You're jealous that I found a local gig and I'm able to find a local gig. And if I do job hop one more time, it'll probably just be to the post office itself. I mean, look, I'll tell you this, all right? I didn't make you do over the road and be miserable. You did that to yourself. Because trust me, dude, I know. You know, you're over the road, living out of a truck. You stink because you're not always taking a shower. You're wondering who's at home parking your date. But yeah, trolling aside, I'm really glad I'm not doing over-the-road trucking no more. That shit, dude, that shit was horrible. And if you're doing that and you're miserable, you gotta find a way out, ultimately. Ultimately, it's what you gotta do. Just got it in. There we go. And we're in the Bay, so there's no need to run the AC. It's not hot like Bakersfield. I really love not having an ELD, dude. ELDs suck. What is it? 418. And I gotta get deaf, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. You know, we're only allowed to get deaf at Penske, and Penske likes to close really early around here, so. So I think maybe I'll get some deaf tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get deaf before I start my shift. I'm gonna have to drive over to Oakland by 98th because that's the nearest Penske to my yard. It's cool not having a loud ass reefer too. See how quiet it is in here? I could dig that. How many people do you come across in your day-to-day life that are just pissed off, that just have this attitude, that are just negative? You want nothing to do with them. 9 times out of 10, it's not you that they're mad at, it's themselves. And those people are miserable, but people just love to stew in their misery without making a change in their life. So they end up just being this nasty person, right? But yeah, like I said, you know, if you feel like you're miserable, which I know a lot of the trolls are, that's why they're trolling. You're the maker of your own misery, man, so change is good for the heart, right? That, or you can just continue to be miserable. Look, change is scary. A lot of people are just terrified of change. Like something as simple as changing a job. Most people are just afraid because they're okay with their day-to-day misery. Yeah, you know, even if it means that you got to shop around a little bit, or what you guys call job hop, until you find what you really want. Because when it comes to a job, it's more than just the money. It's all about how it's going to affect your life in the long run. Because here's the thing. Look, your job is going to have a big effect on how your life turns out. Because when you're job shopping and you want to find out what it is you're going to do pretty much for the rest of your life, you're married to your job. I mean, that's the first time you get married. I'm probably not going to get married, but that's the first time you do it, is you get married to your career because you're going to stick with it eventually. Now, this is what I mean when I say that your job is going to affect your life. Look, every time I go live and all my YouTube comments on my videos or whatever, everyone's always asking me, oh, how can I make $100,000? How can I make six figures? Look, we don't have college degrees. If you're watching this channel, you're probably some truck driver or something where you work like a manual labor job. And there's jobs out there in those fields that'll pay you a lot of money, but you're going to spend a lot of time at work, which means the other aspects in your life, which are very important, like your relationships, your health, you're going to put those at risk for money. So it's ultimately up to you. Not me, though. One reason why I came back is I just wanted my health back. That's really important. Which may mean that you just got to go home so you could like prep your food and, eat healthy again. That's why, man, I'll never do over-the-road trucking. Just from a standpoint of my health, that was always my biggest fear of just becoming this big old truck driver, right? No. I am not lying. That was always a big fear of mine. I would go to a truck stop, right, to lay over or stop or whatever, and I would just look around and I would see all the other truck drivers. And check it out, I'm no better than these people, all right? The only difference is they've been in this shit longer than me. So I look at them and I'm like, you know what? That's my future if I don't get out of this shit soon, man. So I don't know if you noticed, but I've been a lot more up in these vlogs, like happier and not so pissed off. And a lot of that has to do with me, just plain and simple, getting out of that situation that was making me pissed off, that was like making me miserable. But I don't know, guys are crazy. They'll get a job, they'll just stay there. No matter how miserable it makes them, if it pays them money, they'll just stay. And it's just like, I couldn't fucking do that. Seriously, you ever notice how the older a man gets, the more miserable he gets and the more just angry and pissed off he is? And sometimes that turns into him being like an alcoholic. A lot of that comes from his career, right? Because it's more than just a job. It dictates the way your life is going to be. Yeah, so if you're miserable, it's all about change. Because the longer you stay in your misery, nothing's going to get better. I'm telling you. Or not. Or you could just grow up and be a miserable asshole. Just if you're one of those guys, just stay away from me. That's all I ask, right?